Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is February 9, 2016, and today's Tuesday morning. So looking at the economic calendar today, nothing on the horizon, but lots happening in the markets. We'll start out with the Euro USD trading above 112. As we see in the weekly calendar here, we broke a lot of resistance levels above this 110 level, and we're holding steady above this 120 112 area. Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is February 9, 2016, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the economic calendar today, nothing on the horizon for today, but lots happening in the markets. US dollar across the board getting much weaker. Dow Jones tanking yesterday, and we will see that just soon. But before we do that, let's go into the Euro USD. We're looking at the Euro USD here at 112. This has broke up most of our resistance at this 110, 109 level, obviously, and now holding strong above this 120 level, above 1204 here. Looking at a 4-hour chart, we see this big rally, and we just keep on breaking up the resistance levels. I mean, we're taking a little bit of a breather here. We traced down to 111, and now we're back into 112, and we're challenging this upper range. So we do look like, our next target, like I said, is 114. So I believe that we're going to hit it. Just the question is when. And this is a little bit more difficult. Once you've broken out some of the resistance level, you start taking in your profits. The question is when to get back in there. So I think we're going to consolidate here before we take off again. But if you do think that it's going to go higher, then definitely take a smaller position, and then just make sure that you have a little bit of a profit zone in that position before you build a bigger position, because we are getting to the top of the range here, about 200 pips off of our all-time highs for the year of 114, 115-ish level. But I definitely see that things are rotating in the markets. Dollar is getting weaker. The Dow Jones is, selling off. We're looking at the Dow Jones here. A lot of red. Okay, just recently, and we look at a 4-hour chart. Big sell-off yesterday. I think that'll be easier for us to see. Let's just look into it from yesterday. This was the open yesterday. Big sell-off in the morning. We continued. We sold off about 380 points, 380 points altogether, and then we rallied in the end of the day. This is due to short coverings, but this is so iconic of a bearish market. Okay, this is exactly what happens in a bear market. We open up and we sell off tremendously throughout the day, and then towards the last hour of the day, we rally just really hard. And this is exactly what happened yesterday. Altogether, looking at this move, it's a classical retracement move. That's not gonna represent that. It's a classical, reversal move, but we are trading much lower. So you're gonna have to really take it easy here as we're trading at 15,800. The question is, are we going to challenge this previous support level of 15,600? I was more convinced that we would take this and rally somewhat towards the end of March and beginning of February. I still think we could still have a rally. It's just a short cover rally, but we look like we want to take this even lower. I mean, looking ultimately previously to this, I mean, we've been trading between the 13 to 14,000, 15,000 the previous year. So this is considered a really big rally for the Dow Jones, being at 18,000 and now selling off to 16,000. So short and long of this is, just play your levels. A lot of intraday opportunities to trade this. This starts from 4 o'clock South African time until 11 o'clock South African time. And there's lots of opportunities throughout the day to trade it. So you could trade the DAX in the morning, trade the Dow in the afternoon. A lot of volatility. The long of this is that, we still have where to correct ourselves. And as, some of the corporations are now starting to actually miss their targets, give negative future sentiments about what's going to happen in the next quarter and so on and so forth, it's actually affecting the markets in a much, much better way. The beginning of a bear market is harder to predict, but once you're in the middle of it, the question is how much longer is it going to go? So we're not sure, but again, if it does continue to sell off, we could certainly see going back down to 11,000. I would say even 9,000. But that's, I think, a little bit premature here because we have still way to go to get there. Looking at gold, inverse relationship with the Dow Jones, it did exactly the opposite. We went to 1191, and we are at some sort of a resistance level here, as you can see here. This is a huge turn backwards from our low of 1050. Now we're trading at 1191. I had a target of 1154. We surpassed that, as you can see here, and then some. So we're $40 above that. Again, lots of opportunities in the market. You just have to be on the right side and just really, take your profits very quickly. Looking at oil here, we're testing our lows again at 29.94. There's some sentiment in the markets out there about what's going to go with oil. Some are saying it's going to trade between up to $40 to $60 for the next decade. Very, very, very disconcerting. Companies like Chesapeake is trading at $1.90 per share, where it used to be trading at $40 and giving dividends of at least 10% a year to their clients. So these things are getting hammered. So the oil stocks are really getting hammered across the board, and so it's very disconcerting what's going on with oil, but great for the market because things are cheaper. So it's a double-edged sword. Obviously, some companies are hurting when oil prices are down. Some economies are hurting when oil prices are down. But then again, material goods are cheaper. Companies will be showing more profit. Some of them will be passing in the buck to their clients, like airfares will be cheaper, but some of them will not be, and will be keeping those, the differentiation, and so there's a little bit of a risk of deflation here. And it'd be interesting how we actually look in about 6 months from now. Looking at the GBP, Japanese yen, also going back to our lows of 165, we're testing it. Japanese yen getting much stronger against most of the currencies. The USD Japanese yen also showing a little bit of resilience and getting much stronger considerably from our low of, we're looking here at our low of 125. We're trading at 114 here. That's a big correction for the Japanese yen. Remember, we were at 97 just a year ago. So this is a major correction for the Japanese yen as it continues to get stronger. Now again, we have much more room to correct ourselves. I think 100 is a decent target for the year's end. But again, lots of things really happening in the markets, and just have to be in it, to take quick positions in it and take advantage of the short-term positions. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. I want to wish you guys a great trading day.